What up, PNP? This is Steve Pagoet. I'm a producer, engineer, composer, and a musician. I'm originally from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, and my mom moved to Montreal when I was 6 months of age. So I can't really claim Brooklyn when the DJ's saying it's Brooklyn in the house, you know what I mean? So I grew up in Montreal. So that's how, the whole Canadian thing came along. So the way I got into the music industry, my first break was in '93. I came to New York with a demo tape, and I had like 4 songs. So what's so crazy, every song that was playing on the radio, I would buy the CD, like the 411, Heavy D, everything that was hot in '93, I'd buy all the CDs, and every time I'd turn the CD, it would say Uptown Records, everything Uptown Records, and associate producer or executive producer was Sean Puff Daddy Combs. And I was like, who's this Puff Daddy Combs? I had never heard of him. So I took the address down and I went to Uptown Records with my cassette. So I waited for Puff for like 4 hours, from 1 to 5. Then around 5 o'clock, they told me to walk in. They asked me to walk in, so I went into his office. So I waited for another hour. So when Puffy finally came in, I didn't know it was Puff. So I was expecting some 50-year-old guy, with a beard, asking me to listen to my demo tape. So when this dude came in, walked in, and then he was like, how can I help you? I said, I'm here to see Mr. Puff Daddy. And then he looked at me and said, that's me. So he threw me off guard. So he put my cassette in, and then the minute he put my tape in, his phone started ringing. And he was talking on the phone, and then he stopped talking, and then he pressed fast forward, and then he was talking on the phone. So next thing you know, I hear the end of the tape go, and I'm like trying to get eye contact with Puff, and then he took the tape out, and then he said, I can't buy your music. So I went back to Montreal with all the CDs that I bought, and I was trying to see what was the difference between my music and the music that was playing in New York. So every night what I would do is analyze the Jodeci, Heavy D, and Mary J. And I noticed that what was driving the music were the drums and the bass. They were the prominent instruments, in the mix. So then I listened to my music, and everything was flat. And I was like, wow, now I see why Puffy couldn't buy my music, because it wasn't punching enough. So that's when I started getting into the mixing game. When I compose my music, I try to make sure that all the instruments are talking to each other. So when the bass line is playing, he's communicating with the drums. When the piano's playing, I can't have the guitar play something exactly what the piano's playing. It's like two people speaking to each other. I say hello, I say how you doing, then you say I'm fine. I don't say how you doing, and then you try to overtalk. It's the same thing with music. Once you know the fundamentals, it's going to help you out to do beautiful music and timeless music. not only that I'm a musician, I produce records, I've been able to brand my name. I have 15 endorsement deals. And if you're gonna be in the game, you gotta find a way so that everybody can know about yourself. Like right after I won the Grammy, I got an endorsement deal with Yamaha. Event Electronics, those speakers right there. I also got an endorsement with Neumann. I'm endorsing the TLM 127 microphone. Also endorsed by Universal Audio. I just got an endorsement with DigiDesign. I'm endorsing ultrasound headphones. Those are surround sound headphones. It's like it's as if you got two speakers you get right next to your ears. What else? Overloud just came out with two softwares that I'm endorsing. TH1, it's a software for guitar racks, and also Reverb. Now the Reverb software can emulate any reverb that's out on the market. If people see your name attached to a brand, it's going to be easier for the manufacturer to sell the products. Like for 3 years, the deal that I had with Event Electronics, they had an ad going on for like 5 magazines. It was a We Switch ad. All the producers and engineers were on that same picture, and it opened so many doors for me. I signed a deal with MTV 3 years ago, and since then I've been doing a lot of music for different shows like Robin Big. I've also worked on Bone Thugs and Harmony's album that came out on Koch. The name of the song is called Call Me, and the name of the album is called Thug Stories. I also got engineering project credits on New Edition, the project that came out on Bad Boy. The other credit I have is playing the flute on Talib Kweli's song called Listen. And that credit is as a musician. I played the flute on the whole song. It's not just all about making music, it's a business. That's why they call it the music business. You make music and you do business. You combine both of them, then you make a living out of it. But don't come into the business just to make money, because people want to know that you're really about making music. Once you show that you're really about making music, then people will want to pay you. But before you get your first check, you gotta grind. It's not gonna come easily.